What's up, it's your boy? Okay. Hello everyone, it's Squid here today, and we're gonna look back at some old art. Starting with this thing right here. I didn't know exactly what age I was, but I said around like 5 or 9 years or something. So let's start this off. Okay, so first off we have Squidward. Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward.
Have a bowl, Mr. Squidward.
I didn't know what I was thinking in this one, but I have no idea. Like, I just don't get it. Probably something from SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs is like opening the cash register. That's pretty good, actually. Well, the anatomy is pretty bad. What do you expect? The Ghost Mansion. We have another Squidward. Ice cream. I am hungry! No, don't eat me! Hurry! The ice cream looks really lopsided. Happy Father's Day, apparently. Some kind of fish. Hydra, I think. My license. Did someone say peanut butter? It says, why don't you like peanut butter? I don't know. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so pretty much like this one, it's pretty much like like I mentioned in my Instagram, I started a story back then, probably like 9 years old or something, saying I called Pokemon Turned into a Pie. And pretty much I'm gonna read it to y'all, even though it's not finished. Like, keep in mind, the only first 2 pages were back then. I kinda like updated it, but I'm not finished yet, so yeah. I do have the beginning down, the ending down. I just like have trouble like finding the middle part, or I guess. So yeah. Chapter 1, the beginning. One day, Brian had a Pokemon. Later that day, the Pokemon turned into a pie. The Pokemon turned into a pie because a wizard called Danny used a pie spell on the Pokemon. And basically, it also has like a little imagery. I don't know why, but yeah. You see it right here. And yes, my handwriting is pretty bad, especially. And so is my grammar in this back then. No, my Pokemon,
Brian said.
Saying. Chapter 2. Hey wizard, Danny, turned a pie into my Pokemon, Brian said.
Jeez, the grammar was so wrong in all those right there.
No, the wizard called, Danny said. Fine, and I will do it myself, Brian said. Ten out of 10 quality art right here. And also has a pirate in the background, just of them like fighting, just like gotta have that continuity. Okay, so now at this point is basically when I started updating it, which is pretty much like a month ago or something. Yeah, probably around a month, yeah. So yeah, chapter 3, the spell. While Brian and Danny were trying to take the wand away from each other, Brian accidentally turned on the wand, and it shot a short beam from it, facing Brian's face. Then an explosion of smoke occurred around Brian. It was only for a short period of time, but as the smoke disappeared, Danny finally grasped his wand, and Brian got a new form. So it's kind of like one of your generic, stories or something like. Yeah, something, I don't know. Brian lost his grip after transforming due to his new free sausage fingers. Finally, Danny said, clutching the wand. You'll pay for this, Brian said firmly. Danny giggled. Boy, you look cringy. Okay. Danny said. I will give you 72 hours for you to arrive back here if you want your Pokemon, quote unquote, back. before I eat it, Danny said. Brian, knowing that the quote-unquote pie is his only Pokemon he accepted the deal. Challenge accepted, Brian said. But if you want your so-called Pokemon back to normal, you must fight me for it, Day said. Okay, Brian said. And so it began. So Day teleported Brian to a forest, far away from Day's castle. Chapter 4. Brian was unaware where he is and what he became. Brian felt entirely different. His body temperature became hot. It was confusing for him to move his new limbs for a while. And somehow his eyesight, hearing, and speed massively increased. Honestly, I don't know. Meanwhile, Jay brought the pie into his castle. Then he set the timer. Brian had enjoyed getting used to his new form, but he does miss being human. Brian had stumbled upon an abandoned house, so he decided to check it out. There was a bed inside one of the rooms. It was getting quite dark outside, so Brian went inside and slept on the bed. Brian had a dream of the fight and how it would go out. When he woke up, he saw a spirit across the room. It floated to a table in the room to place a potion. I told Brian that the potion would help him in the fight. Then it vanishes after placing the potion. Brian then got up off the bed and drank the potion. After a couple of minutes, he then gained fire abilities. The spirit was right, Brian said. Yes, I'm horrible at drawing backs. I'm definitely horrible at drawing side views. Don't judge me. And that is it for now. So, alright people, this is the video. Leave a like, subscribe my channel if you're new, and as always, have a great day. Goodbye, people. My Pokemon. Finally. Danny giggled. Hey, you wizard! You will pay for us! Brian was unaware where he is and where he became. And boy,